It was a big day for Hundley. He was in charge of the building for 2 weeks in the mornings while the doorman went to fire safety class.
Miss Kropotnik's coming to get these flowers, Hundley. And Jerry'll be here for her quarterly visit. I'll be back in a few hours.
And just like that, a dog had his own building. What's this? Someone eating Ms. Kropotnik's flowers? It was up to Hundley to lay down the law. Hundley was scaring the caterpillar away. Very, very slowly. Hundley noticed it was long and low to the ground, kind of like him. But it still shouldn't be in his building. Wait, long, low, and cleaning the lobby? It was exactly like him. Hundley had a new friend, Hundley Jr. George wanted to show Hundley his new ball. Looked like Hundley wanted to play catch. He wasn't very good at it, though. Hundley wasn't about to let a runny, jumpy, Georgie-ish monkey near his new friend. Hundley Jr. might get squished. George tried to tell Hundley there was a caterpillar behind him. Hundley was relieved. George hadn't ruined things. Hundley was giving him flowers? Okay, not for him, for the caterpillar. To eat. Hundley Jr. could live in the lobby forever. Maybe he'd even be a doorman when he grew up. Yup, the lobby was a great place for a baby caterpillar.
Hey, Hundley, remember me? I'm Jerry. I'm here to get rid of your bugs.
The lobby is a terrible place for a baby caterpillar.
You might want to go outside while I spray.
They needed a new place for Hundley Jr. to live. Hundley liked George's idea. Hundley Jr. was up high and safe, but close enough to see from the lobby. A tree was the perfect place for him to live. Except his neighbors wanted to eat him. Outside was out. Hundley wondered where else his new friend could live. Hundley's favorite place to live was his home. It was warm, soft, and safe. That's it. Hundley Jr. could live with him.
Hey, Hundley. Is the doorman around? I need him to sign for this package. Well, I'm running behind today, so close enough. Have a good day.
Hundley had to stay in the lobby and take care of Hundley Jr. But he couldn't do both at the same time. And the only one around who could help was a monkey. Once upon a time, in a land not so far away. George was at his last rehearsal for his very first community play. In the play, George was a castle guard. He really wished he were a knight, like Steve and Betsy. Knights got to ride horses and had cool helmets. Plus, knights were really brave. But the man said,
"There are no small roles. There are only small monkey actors."
So George kept practicing to make sure he said his line right.
Sire, 2 riders approacheth.
Guard!
At last, George's big moment was here.
Oh no! Charky! She'll wreck the stage!
Guard the castle.
It was just like in the play. But Charky did not halt. Charky kept right on going.
Well, at least the castle's in one piece.
Tuh, medieval castles had dragons. We have Charky.
Well, we'd better get busy rebuilding the set and the props.
We'll get the flag back.
You guard the stage, George, in case Charky comes back.
George felt awful. It was his job to guard the castle, and he'd messed it up. What if Charky came back during the play tonight? He needed some way to keep Charky off the stage for good. But it's hard to think if you've stayed awake all night practicing your one line, especially if your costume was hot and the stage lights were hotter.
What ho! That means, hey, what's up? A dragon is on the loose. Don't want it getting into the castle again.
The dragon! It followed us to the castle!
Good guard George had to stop the dragon. It would prove his bravery, and the king might make him a knight. Nothing is worse than dragon breath. Except maybe dragon slobber.
My banquet! Stop her! Wizard, can you not stop the beast?
Alas and alack, my magic hath met its match.
Hey, look out!
Oh no!
The king would never make good guard George a knight now.
How can we have our celebration with that beast destroying the castle?
And then the little guard remembered. Dragons were sore afraid of bats. Monkeys are natural-born explorers. So when the man with the yellow hat decided to visit Bunch Beak Island to photograph birds, George decided to explore with him.
Here's the radio, here's the throttle, and here is the key.
Think the key ring is big enough?
Easy there.
Fun to play with, though. Okay, here you go.
Careful. That's the only key we have.
Really?
Aye. There used to be 5 keys, one for each quint. The first key fell down a drain. The second key fell down a drain. The third key fell down a drain.
What happened to the 4th key?
Probably fell down a drain. So, be very careful with this key. It's the only one we've got.
Don't worry, Mr. Quint. We'll take good care of it. Won't we, George?
Well, what are you waiting for? Shove off. Have fun.
At last, it was time for exploring. An explorer always keeps an eye out for interesting things. George saw interesting birds, interesting fish, and a very interesting water monkey. But the most interesting thing George saw was a water lump, and it was following them.
I wonder what that is. What do you know, George? It's an otter pup.
Pop? The man couldn't be right. That thing didn't look anything like a dog. Its paws were like hands, and its toes were like fingers, only they had webs. Plus, George didn't know any dog that could float on its back. But it did bark. Maybe it was a dog.
Not a pup like a dog. Young otters are also called pups. From the look of him, he's a very young pup. He must live around here. They usually have homes called dens along the shore.
A den? George didn't see TVs, sofas, or any other den furniture. Just a hole.
Otters are very playful and very curious. Almost as curious as a monkey. I think he likes you. What do you know? Fucticus ludovicianus, also known as a rose-breasted grosbeak. You want to go with me or stay with your friend? Oh, all right. Oops. Better put this someplace safe. See you soon.
The man was right about the otter. He was very playful. He played peekaboo. And hide and seek. The man said the otter was a pup. Maybe he liked to play fetch, too. The only thing little monkeys like better than being in pictures is taking pictures.
Hey, George! Hey, Bill!
Guess what it's of? You'll never guess. Guess. They're Perseids.
Percy what?
They're teeny tiny animals that look like purses. Well, I think. I heard my grandpa talking to my grandma about them. He says you can see them best down by the lake. Oh, George, that's a great idea. Let's get a picture of them. That will make a perfect surprise for Grandpa. Wait! Where are you going? You can only see Perseids at night, George. But Grandpa said you can see them best of all if you get up early in the morning. Fisherman early. And if you both come with me, Grandpa says I can go.
Sure!
No, George, I can't take the picture. No, I may be great at doing drawings, but I'm not nearly as good a picture taker as you. Besides, if I take the picture, I can't be in it. See you bright and early.
Early? Ooh.
Hey, Allie, George, Bill, what are you doing up so early?
Looking for the Perseids.
Oh, they're beautiful. Have fun.
Yeah, this way. Keep your eyes open. The Perseids should be around here someplace. Grandpa said you can't miss them. Ooh! Shh!
Shooting stars!
Wow! Be sure to save some pictures for the Perseids, George. Okay, they're here somewhere. Do you see them?
No.
Bill, you go that way. Me and George will go this way.
Aye, aye. I hear something. I hear something.
Huh?
Here. Hey! Too late. They're gone.
Well, of course, because you scared them.
Okay.
Perseids are delicate, gentle creatures. Like me.
Well, this isn't going to work.
Yeah. If only we had a way to talk to each other without making any sound.
Good idea, George. We'll just wave to each other if we see a Perseid.
Okay, let's go. Here, Percy, Percy, Percy. He's waving. Bill's trying to tell us something. He's saying, go this way. That way? Yeah, that way. Hurry, George. Ooh.
George was excited. He was on his way to Australia.
No, we haven't even taken off.
Oh.
Here you go, George. Maybe this will help.
Sir, we're in Sydney.
Oh.
G'day. Welcome to the land down under. I'm your tour guide, Bailey Bungie.
How'd you know it was us?
Recognized you by a monkey.
Mum said a monkey would be on the safari, so I begged to come along. This is my vacation too.
My daughter, Bindi.
And you must be George.
Let's get going. Your Australian Outback Safari adventure awaits.
I hope you like animals, because you're about to meet a lot of them. We're in the land down under, enjoy the view. We have so many strange animals that'll amaze you.
These are dingoes, wild cousins of man's best
You
friend.
can meet them on the ground or in a tree. I bet you make a new buddy, just wait and see. So keep your heart wide open and true. You'll find a friend smiling back at you. Thanks, mate, no worries today. That's the Aussie way. Ooh. In the outback, there's much more to see.
Koalas.
There's a brumby over there by a wallaby. Here's a bird called the emu who doesn't fly. It'll dry out and be as good as new, but he can beat you in a foot race every time.
Strangely refreshing.
So keep your heart wide open and true. You'll find a friend smiling back at you. Thanks, mate. No worries, kiddo. That's the Aussie way.
It's an emu.
Ooh.
My hat.
That's the Aussie way. Thanks, mate. Ooh, my friend. That's the Aussie way. Ooh, my friend. That's the Aussie way. Ooh, my friend. That's the Aussie way.
Here we are, all the comforts of home. Even a shower.
No! George!
No worries, George. We get rain 6 months out of the year, so the tents are waterproof.
Today was great, but tomorrow's gonna be even better. We're gonna see my favorite Australian animal, the... What's that?
Cook.
Well, I've never heard of an animal called a cook.
Cook isn't an animal. Cook's a cook.
He plays a didgeridoo whenever it's time for dinner.
Wow, that was neat. Thanks, that was a great meal.
Why don't you get some shut-eye?
Yes, you have a big day tomorrow.
Okay, I'll set up our beds.
These were the biggest footprints George had ever seen. He wondered who or what made them. Everyone else's footprints went one in front of the other. But these footprints were side by side. And they were really far apart. The only way you could get that far and keep your feet side by side was by hopping.